Hello, kings and queens. I want to come right back with another video, part two, but I want to call it wheat from the tares. Wheat from the tares. God is separating the wheat from the tare. As it says in Matthew 13, he separated the wheat from the tare as men slept. The old evil enemy came in there and he planted the tares amongst the wheats. But see, God is separating that. He's separating that. So I have to come with a part two, wheat from tare. I did a quick video yesterday talking about the perishing and the blessings for the righteous and the perishing for the wicked. See, right now, this morning that happened. It happened. I'm seeing a lot of the evil wickedness perishing, and just like the tares, he will burn. He's burning a lot of the wicked people. The tares are the wicked people, and the wheat are God's righteous people that he will bless. I'm seeing it. God is so good. I'm seeing it. God keeps his word. He's a spirit of his word. A lot of people say he's a man of his word. He's a spirit. He's a spirit of his word. He comes and he does what the Bible said. It can't come back void. I've seen so many of the wicked, of the tares perish this morning. See, God is a God of all gods, and he will not lie. The Bible said he's a God that he will not lie, and I'm seeing it. It's happening. I said yesterday that it would happen in the end of December. It is happening now before the end of December. I've seen a lot of them perish this morning. And it's so sad because they don't understand that if you're wicked and you're not living for God, and you're amongst the tares and you are a tare, that you will be burnt. What? Burnt? What do you mean? Burnt in hell? Because a lot of people that die that is wicked and is called the tare in the Bible, they did, and they into their richness, and they wealthy and didn't have the poor and didn't have the middle class and didn't have no one, and treated the people wrong because they felt like, oh, if I got money and I got riches, I can treat people any kind of way. Oh, I don't need God. Who is God? But see, God right now in this hour, I seen it as of yesterday or this morning. A lot of them perished this morning. See, people, kings and queens, don't you get caught in the middle trying to half step for God, to be living halfway for the world and living halfway for the God, and you end up dying with the perish, like I said on my other video. Don't be caught up with it, because I think some of our people will, if you don't turn around. The people that have turned their back on the Most High God, that knew him, and then turned away from his word, and the people that used to know him, and you turn your back on him, he is going to allow you to perish. That's in the hour too. So please, turn back to God. Turn back to God, because right now he's separating the wheat from the tare, the wicked from the righteous. He said in this hour, he's going to bless his people, the righteous, who's living for him, and he's perishing the wicked, the unrighteous. I seen it this morning. There's so many, 50 to hundreds of them died. And see, God is not going to tell you how they're going to perish. He didn't say, well, I'm going to let them lay down and perish while they sleep. He can allow them to perish all kinds of ways, in the storms, in the car wrecks. It's all kinds of ways. A good fall. See, I've seen it though. It's already happening. And I just said yesterday on my video, I believe it feel like it's going to happen in the end of December, but it's happening as of today, the next day. So people of God, wake up, because right now he's perishing the evil ones, the wicked, the rich, who do not help anyone, who thinks they better than the middle class or the poor. I've seen it. It's happening now. So don't you get caught, people of God, in the middle of perishing. Just want to come back with a part two, but calling the wheat, separating the wheat from the tare. It's happening in this hour. It happened today, this morning. A lot of perished. A lot of them perished. So to bring this to you, to open your eyes, kings and queens, don't you get caught in the middle. Don't you get caught in the middle. And again, the people who turned away from God, that knew God before and turned away from God, he says in your hour that you will perish too. I want to bring this video and tell you, please turn back around to the Most High God, because if you're one of the one who knew God and turned your back, and you're living back in the world, you're into witchcraft, you're into, burning sage and all that, talking to your dead ancestors. If you're one of the ones who knew God before and you turned away from him, he said he's going to allow you to perish too. So I'm giving you a warning. Turn back to God. So you won't perish in the midst of the wicked. All right, kings and queens, I just want to bring this to you. Part two, what I'm calling the wheat from the tare. Stay blessed and I see you soon.